It's all about how we portray ourselves. We want to get ahead and get further than where we are. So your image means everything. Human beings are visual creatures. We see stuff, and unfortunately, we make judgments based on what we see. So, your image is going to speak volumes, way much more than your words ever will. Way more than your words ever will. Your image is composed of your appearance, your actions, and the things that come out of your mouth. So make sure that your image matches that person that you're trying to be, or the person that you're trying to become, okay? Even if you're not there yet, you need to already be there here. If you're trying to be that business owner with a successful business, you need to already know that you can be that here. Karen Clark Shears says it in her new song. You got to see it before you see it. You got to see it before you see it. You got to know it before you get there. Be rich before you actually have the money in the bank account that will make you rich. All right? So listen, if you are wanting to be that business person, you cannot be taken seriously if you're running around here in sweats all the time, looking jacked up. It's just not going to work. Because if you enter into a business meeting looking like that, first of all, really, people are not going to take you seriously. They're not going to want to do business with you. If you are a network marketer, a direct salesperson, just working in sales, who's going to want to buy anything from you if you're not looking put together? And when you say put together or you're looking nice, it's all a relative term. It really is, because it just depends upon who it is that you're talking to. You know, that could be pretty. For that person, not so much. But there is a basic neat that everybody can go with, all right? But you have to make sure that it matches. If you are going to be a stylist, if you're going to be a stylist and you say that you want to style other people, well, you need to look like you can really style something. If all the time I see you and you're not matching, or your stuff is not clean, or you're not groomed, why would I want to hire you as a stylist? If you are a personal trainer, but you got a gut, come on now. And you know, I went to a fitness place one time. I'm glad I bought that on Groupon, because the person in there telling us how to exercise was fat. Come on now, don't tell me how to exercise and you're not doing it. No, come on now. If you're selling makeup and skincare, it's not matching. So first, take into consideration what it is that you want to be. What type of persona are you trying to portray? If you're an artist, don't try to be this love song crooner, but you got your head turned to the back. It's not going to work. All right? So listen, if you are an artist, figure out what kind of music it is that you're trying to put out. Okay? What kind of music is it that you're wanting to put out there? If you're a gospel singer, then you don't want to have too much cleavage showing. And if you're a gospel singer, you don't want to show up in the clubs with a drink in your hand, because there it is, appearance. And we're not always talking about just the clothes that you wear, but it is actually what you do. What you do, your actions. Okay? I'm just saying, because listen, I spent a long time doing gospel radio. I was that morning gospel chick. So I had to be very, very careful about some of the places that I went, even though I was the program director for an urban AC, an R&B station as well. So I had to, because my job said that I needed to be in the club sometime. But even though I was in the club, y'all never saw me with a drink in my hand. Even if I wanted to or not. You never saw that, because I still had an image to portray. You see what I'm saying? So if you're a minister, can't be out there getting it all the time. And see, listen, there's a just like you remember when you was at the house and your mama would answer the phone. She'd have a business voice. She's like, oh, hello. But then as soon as you put it down, girl, get over there. Do that. Your mama had a business voice and then a house voice. So you can have a public image and then you can be yourself at the house. Let me tell you, Clive Davis was an image-making machine. Case in point, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was something different at the house. Clive Davis saw this amazing talent and said, this is how you should appear to the public. And he created that image for her. She was not just that girl next door, goody two-shoe all the time. As we later saw, that wasn't something that just, her habits was not something that just developed. That was a part of who she was. That image was what was developed. And I know because I saw that image, the personal persona, early on in her career when I met her back in the 90s. But you never saw that part in public because she had an image to maintain. So first of all, figure out what it is that you want to portray. Are you wanting to image development? Definitely. And that doesn't make you hypocritical. It makes you appropriate. Ding, ding, and ding again. Right. Because at the end of the day, we are out here to build a brand, to make money. That's basically what we're out here trying to do. Build a brand and make money. Once you build that brand, the money will come. And hopefully you're keeping close to your own integrity and your morals. But that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother issue. But listen, this is it. This is it. What does your image say about you? Should you hire an image consultant? Only if that image consultant is tried and true and you have the budget. But if you are just starting out, why? Why? When all you need to do is just take some time and do it yourself. And just think about, if somebody saw me like this, would they want to do business with me? Take yourself out of self, put yourself on the other side, and look and see. Would I want to do business with me? There you go. Your image speaks volumes about what you can do and amass in public. All right? So listen, you got to look like an artist. If you want to be an artist, look like an artist. Don't just blend in. Make sure that you stand out in the crowd so people can pay attention to you. Because that's how people are going to come, approach you, and try to see what you're all about. And then you can get more people to hear your music. Yes. See it before you see it. You cannot sell a dream looking like a nightmare. It's just not good. Right? Image is everything. It's not just a bit of it, but it is everything. Because you know what? You can make people think that you have what you don't even have if you look the part and if you act the part. Let me tell you something I used to do. And you know what? When we were younger and we wanted to get in Crystal Palace, back when Crystal Palace first opened up, and for those of you who are not in Memphis, Crystal Palace is a skating rink. And when we were younger, I was in high school, we wanted to get into Crystal Palace, and it was always a line. Always a line. Okay? Not proud of this now, okay? But I'm just sharing with you to prove a point. But my friends and I would say, we're not standing in this line. So we just said, excuse me, let me pass. Excuse me. Right on up to the front and got in right on in. Did not stand in that line. You know why? because we act like we knew what we were doing. We act like we knew where we were going and we were about something. We just didn't want to stand in the line. So see, you can make people, if you have that assuredness about yourself and you know what you're talking about and you know where you're going, people are going to take notice of you. They're going to take notice. If you want to be that leader, you want to grow your team, grow your following, if it's on social media, if it is your business, you better act the part. You better be assured about what it is that you're talking about. You better know your business, study your game, and be on top of your game at all costs. If you are a female in business, you really better do it. Because women, we have a harder time. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Just be on top of your game, all right? Walk assuredly, uprightly. You got it. You can do that. I know you can. Is that good? I hope that helped. Thank you for the hearts. I sure do appreciate it. I sure do appreciate it. Listen, I knew this was going to be a really quick one today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about management. Do you need a manager? Yes? No. And then what is the role of a manager? Yup. I look forward to it.